as it kicked off after the reporter brought up Green's recent suspensions and how some people, both within and outside the league, seemed to be worried about him. Without missing a beat, Green responded with his trademark confidence and a sharp wit that has made him both loved and hated by NBA fans. He shot back, saying, "Why are they concerned about me? I'm a successful black man in America, doing extremely well. What's there to be worried about?" This assertive response set the tone for what would become a tense back and forth. The reporter, attempting to clarify, suggested that the concerns might stem from Green's behavior on the court, particularly in light of the several suspensions he's faced in recent seasons. Green's demeanor remained composed, but his response was firm, leaving no room for doubt. "I'm here. I've been here for 13 years. I've shown up almost every night during those 13 years." It was a statement that spoke not only to Green's resilience and longevity as a key player for the Warriors, but also to his determination to not let criticism or past incidents define his legacy. Despite the heated nature of the exchange, Green remained calm and collected, even as the discussion dragged on for nearly 2 minutes. The debate came to a close with Green remarking, "It all depends on how you interpret it. I love how you're trying to spin it, but that's not on me, man. But yeah, it's fine." For those who have followed Draymond Green's career, this type of confrontation is nothing new. Green has never shied away from speaking his mind, whether on the court or in front of the press. His candidness, however, has come with its share of consequences. Over the years, Green has become known not just for his defensive prowess and leadership, but also for his fiery temper, which has landed him in trouble more than once. In fact, suspensions have been a recurring theme in Green's career, particularly in recent seasons. One of the most significant incidents took place when Green was handed a 5-game suspension following an altercation with Minnesota Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert. Initially, the NBA issued an indefinite suspension, which kept Green off the court for a total of 12 games before he was eventually reinstated. It wasn't the first time Green had been sidelined due to his actions on the court, and it likely won't be the last. Reflecting on these suspensions, Green's response during the media day was both simple and revealing. "The rules for getting suspended are in place because it can happen." This comment underscored his awareness of the consequences of his actions, but also suggested a certain inevitability to the situation, almost as if he accepts that his aggressive style of play will occasionally result in disciplinary measures. But while some may criticize Green for his outbursts and confrontations, there's no denying his value to the Golden State Warriors. A 4-time NBA champion and the heart of the Warriors' defense, Green's leadership, intensity, and basketball IQ have been crucial to the team's success over the past decade. And even though he has missed games due to suspensions, his impact on the court is undeniable. His ability to guard change. I didn't quite get the question. It was a moment that seemed to highlight Green's belief that, despite the criticism and the suspensions, he doesn't need to change who he is or how he plays. In his mind, his approach has been successful for over a decade, and there's no reason to deviate from that now. However, the question remains, how much longer can Green continue to walk this fine line? As he enters the later stages of his career, the scrutiny on his behavior is likely to intensify. Fans, teammates, and coaches alike will be watching to see if Green can maintain his intensity without crossing the line too often. It's a balancing act that few players in the league have to manage, but Green seems determined to navigate it on his terms. Looking ahead, the Warriors have high hopes for the upcoming season. After a somewhat disappointing exit in last year's playoffs, the team is eager to return to championship form. Green, as always, will be a critical part of that journey. His leadership and defensive abilities will be crucial as the Warriors look to compete in a stacked Western Conference. The preseason kicks off for the Warriors on October 5th, with a game against the Los Angeles Clippers, giving fans their first glimpse of what this year's team will look like. Then, on October 23rd, the Warriors will officially open their regular season on the road against the Portland Trail Blazers. As the season begins, all eyes will once again be on Draymond Green, both for his on-court performance and for any potential controversies that may arise. But if Media Day is any indication, Green is more than ready to face whatever challenges come his way, both from reporters and from opposing teams. Whether you love him or hate him, one thing is certain: Draymond Green isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And as Green himself put it, "I've been here for 13 years. I'll be here for as long as I need to be." As the Golden State Warriors prepare to kick off the 2024-2025 NBA season, one of the major stories surrounding the team is the mental and emotional state of Andrew Wiggins. After playing a crucial role in the Warriors' 2022 championship victory, Wiggins has faced personal challenges that have affected both his game and his ability to be present on the court. His recent loss of his father, former NBA player Mitchell Wiggins, has only added to the weight Wiggins has been carrying over the past couple of seasons. Wiggins was instrumental in helping the Warriors secure their last title, playing some of the best basketball of his career. His defensive presence, scoring ability, and versatility were key components in the Warriors' playoff success, and his performance in the finals earned him widespread recognition as a difference-maker. However, since that peak in 2022, Wiggins has struggled to regain that same level of impact, and the Warriors as a team have felt the effects. Last season, Wiggins' numbers dipped significantly, and his absence from the team during critical stretches raised questions about his long-term role with the Warriors. His scoring average dropped to 13.6 points per game, the lowest of his career, and the team missed his defensive contributions on the wing. These issues were compounded by the fact that the Warriors themselves failed to reach the playoffs, a rare occurrence for a team that has been so dominant over the past decade. However, it wasn't just a matter of on-court performance for Wiggins. Behind the scenes, he was dealing with something far more personal. His father, Mitchell Wiggins, who had also played in the NBA, was facing serious health issues, which led to Andrew stepping away from the game for a significant period of time. According to reports from Shams Charania of The Athletic, Wiggins missed 2 months of the 2022 to 2023 season as he dealt with his father's condition. It was a difficult and private matter, one that Wiggins chose to handle away from the spotlight. Fast forward to this past off-season, and Wiggins faced yet another family emergency. He canceled a planned business trip to China, again to address a personal situation involving his father. The accumulation of these events clearly took a toll on Wiggins, both mentally and emotionally. As any athlete can attest, personal hardships inevitably affect performance on the court, and Wiggins was no exception. However, the support from his teammates and the Warriors organization remained strong throughout these difficult times. As the new season approaches, there is a renewed sense of optimism around Wiggins' readiness to return to form. At the Warriors Media Day last week, head coach Steve Kerr provided an encouraging update on Wiggins' mental and physical state. "He looks to be in great physical shape," Kerr said. "Talking to him, he seems highly motivated and at peace with himself." This is a stark contrast to last year's preseason when Wiggins reported to training camp out of shape, a reflection of the toll his personal issues had taken on him. But this year, it seems Wiggins is approaching things differently. According to Warriors general manager Mike Dunleavy, Wiggins has been committed to working out throughout the off-season. "He's been in the gym all off-season," Dunleavy noted. "There's a different energy and vibe around him this year." For the Warriors, this shift in Wiggins' mindset is a critical factor in their hopes of returning to contention. With Klay Thompson no longer in the fold, the team will need Wiggins to step up even more, particularly on the defensive end and as a secondary scoring option behind Stephen Curry. The Warriors' championship aspirations rely heavily on Wiggins returning to his 2022 form, and Kerr made it clear that the team is expecting big things from him. "I'm expecting a big season from Wiggins," Kerr said. "We're going to rely on him a lot, and I know he's ready for that responsibility." But the significance of this season for Wiggins goes beyond just his contributions to the Warriors' success. He's also playing for his own legacy and future in the NBA. Wiggins is entering the second year of a 4-year, $109 million contract, a deal that was celebrated at the time due to his breakout performance during the 2022 title run. However, if he continues to struggle, that same contract could become a burden for the Warriors, limiting their ability to make moves and potentially forcing the team to explore trade options down the line. A strong season from Wiggins would not only help the Warriors return to playoff contention, but could also boost his own market value. At just 29 years old, Wiggins is still in the prime of his career, and a bounce-back season could solidify his place as one of the league's top two-way players. On the flip side, if his struggles persist, the Warriors might find themselves in a difficult position, balancing loyalty to a player who was crucial to their past success with the need to stay competitive in an increasingly tough Western Conference. Ultimately, Wiggins' mental and emotional recovery will be just as important as his physical readiness this season. Losing a parent is one of the most challenging experiences anyone can face, and for Wiggins, balancing his personal grief with the demands of being a professional athlete is no easy task. However, if Kerr and Dunleavy's assessments are anything to go by, Wiggins appears to be handling these challenges with a newfound sense of peace and determination. As the Warriors gear up for the new season, all signs point to Wiggins being ready to prove himself once again. Whether it's for the Warriors' playoff hopes or his own future in the league, This season is shaping up to be a pivotal one for Andrew Wiggins. After a year of personal hardships and professional setbacks, Wiggins seems prepared to write the next chapter of his career, a chapter that could very well define his legacy with the Warriors and in the NBA as a whole.